have suffered two pretty significant losses on the injury front over the last week or so. How's just the morale of the team right now, not having Juwan and Emmanuel on the court with you?
Yeah, I mean, I think obviously they provide a lot of stuff for us on the court, but the biggest thing is just leadership. You know, they're veteran guys. Emmanuel was a big-time vocal leader for us, and obviously we're going to need some guys to step up, some pretty big roles to fill. But you know, we have a next man up mentality with this culture, and you know, I know from the top down we all believe in each other, and that's what this whole thing has been based off of. So it's just a belief and trust in your teammates, and we trust that some of the younger guys are going to step up, and we're just, you know, I'm personally really excited to see them tomorrow and moving forward, just how they're going to, you know, provide some energy and just fill those roles whatever way they can.
With those young guys,
feel like more pressure to step up even more, even though you already clearly are here.
I mean, I wouldn't say necessarily. Like I said, I trust, you know, those guys, the younger guys, to come in and provide a spark for us. Because I mean, the fact of the matter is we need them. And yeah, I mean, I trust them. I don't really feel like I have to do anything more or Derek needs to do anything more. You know, we're still obviously the captains, the leaders of this ship, and we're gonna continue doing what we've been doing. And like I said, this whole culture is built off of trust, and so we trust those guys, and we're just excited for another opportunity.
with Jamarques in particular, obviously he's probably going to have to take on a bigger role going forward. What has he done to this point, from what you've seen, to get to this position? I mean, he was playing before Emmanuel got hurt, but maybe just kind of track his path to where he got to this point.
Yeah, I mean, first and foremost, Jamarques is a tremendous kid. I think that gets overlooked a lot by media outlets and stuff. You know, we're human beings before we're basketball players. So Jamarques is first and foremost a great human being, but I think he has a chance to be a really good player here. And you know, he's really come in and surprised me. I mean, I didn't necessarily know who he was coming in the summer, but his buy-in has been, you know, awesome. He's in watching film, extra work, and he takes his role and he runs with it. Whatever, you know, we need him to do for this team, whether it's, you know, being the biggest supporter on the bench or, you know, being in the last 5 minutes of the game, he's gonna do it to the best of his, you know, ability. And that's just the thing that I've been really pleased about, is just, you know, we're always gonna get the same Jamarques every day.
Always tough without Emmanuel in the second half, but Penn State really got cooking there. I think they were 68%. What do you see that you got to do to kind of tighten it up on that end defensively?
Yeah, I mean, just more active hands, more energy defensively. Like I said, Emmanuel is, you know, a really vocal leader for us, and you know, obviously he's been kind of that guy on defense for us. That, you know, he usually guards the best opposing guard. So, you know, whoever that's going to be now, we need that person to step up and fill that role. But yeah, just fly around, more hand activity and closing out the shooters.
You guys are playing a Northwestern team that has two really good guards. I guess what's the challenge with that backcourt, and how much is the perimeter defense going to play into a factor here?
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about it. Obviously, those are two really dynamic basketball players, and tough to defend. And you know, we know a lot of the time it's gonna, you know, we can guard them for 20 seconds or whatever, and it's usually gonna end up in one of those two guys' hands. And it's gonna turn into some isolation. So, you know, we've really been harping on guarding our yard, is what we call it. So keeping our guy in front of us in the basket, and you know, just trying our best to do that. And ultimately, defense is a team thing. It's not, you know, one-on-one the whole time. So just being in the right help positions and then finishing on the glass.
Sam, what's the challenge of playing a team that shut down for about a week and now has to play 2 games in 72 hours?
Yeah, I mean, obviously with COVID still being around, it's still somewhat of a crazy and interesting time. I remember in my junior year going through all that stuff, it was always a whirlwind, but I mean, obviously they played yesterday, so they're not necessarily going to be completely refreshed, but you know, they had some time off, so I'm sure they're eager to, you know, play whenever they can play, and not take anything for granted. So we need to make sure that we're the team that has, you know, the sense of urgency from the jump, and really, you know, that first media really come out and set the tone, set the energy, and obviously, you know, PBA and having students back, you know, that's going to help us a lot. So the end zone, if you guys could show out for us, that would be awesome.
Hey, how much in the last 2 or 3 weeks have you really leaned into Denon and Jamarques, knowing that they're going to play more, and so you have to have more of a dialogue with them, even outside practice?
Yeah, I've always, the whole year, whether it's in practice or games, I've loved playing with them. Defensively, they seem to, you know, understand and really buy into our principles, and they're always in the right spots. And if they're not, you know, they own it and they work to get in the right spots. So that's been something that's been, you know, I've just really liked playing with them. And, you know, with them especially, I feel like we, you know, just see our defensive schemes kind of the same way, and he's easy to communicate with. So, yeah, like I said, I'm just excited for those two, especially to step up and into some roles defensively for sure. And then, you know, just take each day, and obviously we, like I said, we trust them, and we'll be fine.
I know it's still January, but has this year been what you hoped? Did you have fun playing here and in the Big Ten and everything?
Yeah, it's been a lot more than I ever dreamt of, to be honest. I don't like thinking about it, to be quite honest with you. It's been, you know, the best year for my life and my family's life. You know, it's been very, very special. Just kind of seeing how Husker Nation can embrace the Lincoln kid, and obviously it's been a while since that's happened. So it's been really special, and I'm trying to take it day by day, hour by hour, and just, you know, embrace this opportunity.
Anything else for Ted?
Sam, away from your team, one of your friends, Jordan Jansen, broke the all-time scoring record at Wayne State over the weekend. You said that you guys communicate regularly. How close are you guys, and how proud are you of him for getting that milestone?
Yeah, I mean, that dude can he blows my mind. He can just wake up have a game at 11, he'll wake up at 10:55 and he can just drop 25 like that. You know, I wish it was that easy for me. But yeah, I mean, we communicate regularly anytime he's back in town, and, you know, obviously I've been in Fargo for the last 4 years. We would try to get together. But yeah, I mean, he supports me, I support him. He's one of my best friends, obviously, you know, especially, you know, we had a really close bond and a good 4 years of high school together. So to see all the work that he's put in, and him get the recognition that he deserves, you know, that was a special moment for him and his family, and I'm really excited and just happy for him.
Can he beat his dad?
Can he beat his dad?
Yeah.
I don't know. I would take Dana probably still. You know, that old man game. They both have an old man game, honestly, but Dana's is just a little bit older. So I got Dana, but I hope he doesn't see this because I'm
Anything else for Sam? Thank you guys.
Thank you guys. We'll see you tomorrow.
See you.